There are so many questions being raised on question of UPSC examination recently held. Now we have with us Mr. Randeep Surjewala, senior most leader of Congress party and spokesperson too. Um, what are the what is your opinion, your party's opinion on this controversy?
Bharatiya Janata Party's diabolical and political agenda is now being implemented, unfortunately, through the agency of Union Public Service Commission. The recently concluded exams of Central Armed Police Forces, that means recruitment to CRPF, to BSF, to CISF, to other paramilitary forces. What is the question being asked by UPSC? Whether the farmer agitation is politically motivated. Write a para. Write a para on Bengal poll violence. Write a para on why simultaneous election should be held, curtailing the current tenure of the legislative assemblies of India. This is the political agenda of the BJP. How can a question be asked by UPSC on that and people asked to write paras? This is a clear-cut, diabolical conspiracy to identify people based on their pro-BJP ideology or anti-BJP ideology. And if you write in favor of the farmers, if you write holding BJP guilty of poll violence, if you write against Modi ji's view on simultaneous elections, you will not be selected as a police officer. Never in the history of India has UPSC has been so brutally, shamelessly politicized. We demand that the Central Armed Police Forces paper be cancelled and action be taken against the person in the UPSC who set this paper.
But some senior politicians are saying that it's a old practice by the governments of India, like this in the name of current affairs.
Current affairs are one thing, but can current affairs mean towing the Bharatiya Janata Party and RSS agenda? UPSC is an independent, autonomous body of which all of us are proud. As all institutions have fallen to the whims, fancy and diktats of Modi ji, UPSC has also fallen as an institution, and it seems that their papers are being set in the office of BJP and RSS. How can you ask such questions based on complete ideology of the Bharatiya Janata Party and their agenda? These questions itself reflect a prejudicial mindset of the UPSC, and that's why these papers have to be cancelled and fair and free exams have to be held. Otherwise, it will be impossible for anybody to become a police officer, an IS officer, an IFS officer, an Indian Engineering Services officer without enrolling as a member of the RSS and BJP. That is not the mandate of the Constitution of India.
Another question is related to the OBC's reservation bill.
BJP's anti-backward class mindset now stands exposed. Let me remind your viewers that it is the Congress party which gave 27% reservation for backward classes. It is the Congress party which envisaged reservation for backward classes while enacting the Constitution of India. When Modi ji brought the amending act, every state always had a right to identify the backward class community depending on the social conditions in each state. Modi ji wanted to usurp that power for the center. When they brought the amendment, Congress party argued that you cannot have a one-size-fits-all principle and states have this right to identify backward classes. We were overruled on account of the sheer mandate of numbers that they have. Matter went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has now said states have no power. Now Modi ji has realized his folly. And now they are undoing it by bringing one more amendment. Who's responsible for denying the rights of the backward classes for so long? It is they who are responsible, and it is their folly and their anti-backward class mindset which has now been exposed.
But some senior politicians are saying that Congress kept the Mandal Commission's report so many long decades after BJP came with VP Singh, and BJP is claiming that they have passed this and issued it Mandal Commission.
But the history is witness to the fact that Bharatiya Janata Party, who was supporting the VP Singh government, never permitted the Mandal Commission report to be implemented. That's the harsh historical fact. Second, it is the Congress government which came to power in 1991 after Rajiv Gandhiji's assassination, which took the bold steps of ensuring social justice by giving 27% reservation. The UPA Congress government over last 10 years between 2004 to 14 implemented that reservation even for central educational institutions where children used to go and seek education. Modi ji came to power 7 years ago but didn't implement it for BDS and MBBS. Finally, the Madras High Court passed an order. Modi ji didn't implement the order, challenged it in the Supreme Court. Finally, the Madras High Court issued a contempt threatening to send the Prime Minister and the Secretary of the department perhaps to jail. At least they issued them a contempt. Under fear of contempt, they have now implemented BDS and MBBS reservation. All this reflects the anti-poor, anti-backward class mindset of the BJP.
Now RSS is claiming that they were never against the reservation of OBCs.
Well, have you not read Mohan Bhagwatji's statement? Who said reservation breeds discrimination? Mohan Bhagwatji said it. Later on he retracted, is a different issue. There another chief spokesperson said reservation is an anathema. Reservation is a positive discrimination to undo the historical wrongs and to set in motion the right of equality enshrined in Article 14 of the Constitution. So whatever they may say now, there is a Hindi saying, "No so chuhe khakar billi haj ko chali." That's what the RSS BJP is doing.
Thank you very much for talking to us. With camera person Sachin Chandhok, this is Sanjay Sharma for India Today in Delhi.